Caleb's story in Joshua 14 illustrates the powerful connection between faith, inheritance, and rest. Allocation of land among the tribes of Israel was guided by divine instruction. This process, rooted in faith and obedience to God's commands, extended to individual land grants as exemplified by Caleb's request for Hebron. Caleb's claim to Hebron was based on a promise made by God through Moses 45 years prior, during the Israelites' time in the wilderness. This promise was given because Caleb wholeheartedly followed the Lord. His unwavering faith, even when faced with a daunting report about the land's inhabitants, set him apart and earned him a specific inheritance. The story of Caleb receiving Hebron as his inheritance showcases a reciprocal relationship between faith and divine favor. This act of claiming was itself an expression of faith, demonstrating his trust in God's power to deliver on his promises. The Caleb story suggests that faith was not merely passive acceptance, but an active force that emboldened individuals to act in accordance with divine will. His faith, rewarded with Hebron, served as a testament to God's faithfulness to his promises. Despite the challenges associated with the hill country and its powerful occupants, the Anakites, Caleb, at 85 years old, remained undeterred. He was as strong as he was when the promise was first made, and his trust in God's power to deliver on his promises remained steadfast. This active faith, demonstrated by his willingness to take on a difficult task. The Bible says Caleb received Hebron because he wholeheartedly followed the Lord, the God of Israel. This divine reward highlights the importance of persistent faith and obedience in the fulfillment of God's promises. Moreover, the statement, "And the land had rest from war," following Caleb's conquest, carries significant theological weight. It signifies the peace and stability achieved after overcoming a challenging situation. This rest could be interpreted as a tangible manifestation of God's blessing and a direct result of Caleb's faithful actions. Caleb's story, as recounted in Joshua 14, emphasizes the importance of embracing struggles in the Christian life rather than avoiding them. Despite the challenges presented by the land allocated to him, Caleb persevered, demonstrating his faith and earning his reward. At 85 years old, he was not deterred by the hill country inhabited by formidable descendants of Anak living there in great walled towns. These details highlight the significant obstacles Caleb faced, emphasizing his courage and unwavering faith in God's promise. Struggle is an inherent part of the Christian journey, leading to spiritual maturity and ultimately rest. Caleb's story demonstrates that facing challenges head-on can result in victory and the fulfillment of God's promises, exemplified by the statement, "And the land had rest from war" after Caleb's conquest. This rest symbolizes the peace and stability achieved after overcoming a difficult struggle. Caleb's story serves as a stark contrast to the Israelites who succumbed to fear after hearing the initial report about Canaan. Their fear led to 45 years of wandering in the wilderness, delaying their inheritance of the promised land. This delay illustrates how fear can hinder spiritual progress and prevent believers from receiving God's blessings and subsequent rest. Faith is the antidote to fear and the key to overcoming struggles. Caleb's unwavering faith in God's promise, even when faced with seemingly insurmountable obstacles, enabled him to conquer his allotted land and enter into a time of rest. In conclusion, Joshua 14 presents a powerful narrative about the relationship between faith, inheritance, and rest. It showcases how unwavering faith, like Caleb's, can lead to the fulfillment of God's promises, even in the face of adversity. His story emphasizes that faith is not merely passive acceptance, but an active force that empowers individuals to act in accordance with divine will, ultimately leading them to a place of rest and blessing.